Welcome to a quick recap of Ridley Scott's iconic sci-fi horror masterpiece, Alien. I'm your host, Laura, and together, we'll unravel the harrowing events that unfold aboard the spaceship Nostromo. The opening credits roll as we see a large planet with rings. Deep in outer space, the Nostromo, a commercial space vehicle towing a refinery with 20 million tons of mineral ore, is on its way to Earth with a crew of 7. The ship seems quiet, but suddenly the onboard computer activates, lights turn on, and a room with 7 biobeds is illuminated. Canopies open to wake the crew. Once they're awake, they gather in the mess hall for a meal. Chief Engineer Parker and Engineering Technician Brett discuss the unfair bonus system, but Captain Dallas is called away by the ship's computer. Dallas tries to assess the situation while the crew checks their location in the cockpit. They discover they are far from home and have altered course to investigate an unknown signal repeating every 12 seconds. Navigator Lambert identifies the signal source on a planet 1,200 kilometers in diameter, near a large ringed planet and 2 smaller ones. The ship separates from the refinery and heads for the planet's surface. The landing is rough, causing damage. Dallas and Kane decide to investigate on foot as Lambert reluctantly joins. Science Officer Ash explains they're obligated to investigate any intelligent signals per company contract. The crew listens to the strange signal coming from the planet. The team discovers a derelict spacecraft on the planet, shaped like a horseshoe. Inside, they find eerie hallways with walls like bones and a fossilized alien creature in a chair with signs of trauma. Kane finds a chamber with thousands of leathery egg-like objects, and one contains a spider-like organism that attaches to his face, melting his helmet's faceplate. Dallas, Lambert, and Ash bring the unconscious Kane back to the ship, bypassing quarantine protocol. In the infirmary, they find the creature attached to Kane's face, feeding him oxygen. They attempt to remove it, but it resists, and acid from the creature burns through several decks. Dallas decides to proceed, despite the risks. Kane is later discovered with the creature detached from his face, and it seems dead. Ripley wants to get rid of it, but Ash insists on taking it back for further study. Dallas and Ash confront Ripley, and tensions rise. A tiny alien creature suddenly bursts from Kane's chest, killing him, and escapes. The crew decides to capture it using flamethrowers and traps, but the alien kills Brett and later Lambert. Ripley learns the company's true intentions were to bring back the alien specimen, even at the cost of the crew's lives. She initiates the ship's self-destruct sequence, but the alien stows away on the escape shuttle. Ripley uses the shuttle's thrusters to blast it into space. As she prepares for hypersleep, the alien attacks again, but Ripley defeats it using steam and a harpoon gun, sending it into space. Ripley records a final log entry, acknowledging the deaths of her crewmates and the destruction of the ship and cargo. She expects rescue in 6 weeks and signs off as the last survivor of the Nostromo before entering hypersleep with her cat Jones for the journey back to Earth. And there we conclude our in-depth exploration of Alien, a tale of isolation, survival, and the terrifying unknown that lurks among the stars. Feel free to share your cherished moments or theories in the comments, and stay tuned for our next episode.